And welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. My podcast co-host is in the upstate. He's Carolina Jackpot, Kale Hall. Kale, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, folks? How are you all doing tonight?
Doing good, my friend. I got to put one thing out there really quick. Our buddy, Big Barney Ross, paid his debt to Sven. I got to make sure I put that out there.
I didn't know he had a wager with Sven.
He had a wager with Sven about if Kentucky or Mississippi State was going to be the worst program in the SEC. He went ahead and paid it up because after last night's performance and the way that Mississippi State played, he figured, hey, that's the way that it goes. So
he owns that. I see. Well, I mean, at least they didn't fire their coach after losing. So,
well, you know, and here's the thing: I don't know Kentucky's schedule, but if they have Arkansas on that schedule, that wouldn't it be great if in the league they had like we had a. You know, the day of the SEC tournament, we had elimination day. All right. So the SEC or the SEC championship game's at 7:00, but at high noon, we have another game. And that is the two worst teams in the conference. They square off and the loser gets kicked out of the conference. That would sell a ticket.
But man, everybody would be watching that.
Yeah, everybody would be watching that. But anyway, welcome to the show, Jackpot. Your team coming off a big win over Kentucky. Not much to say about that. I mean, you guys, Kentucky is. I mean, they did what they had to do last night. Don't you agree? As far as South Carolina goes.
Yeah, I mean, like I would have, I could have stood to see another touchdown up on the board, but. They kind of just grounded out there in the fourth quarter. Didn't really make a huge effort to get into the end zone, which is probably the right thing to do. That game had gotten kind of chippy by that point, and no need to make it any worse by running the score up. So
and also you had to think about if somebody got into a fight, then they couldn't play in the LSU game. It could be that too, you know.
Yeah, and. They'll be back on the schedule next year, so you don't want to make any more enemies than you already have. I tell you, that win, but it came a lot easier than I thought it would. It really did. They've got quarterback issues really bad. If you have a quarterback that's that bad off, you have no shot. You can't compete.
Well, to be fair. The South Carolina defensive line put him in that bad spot. He was seeing shadows all night long. So, I mean, give credit to the South Carolina defensive lines for doing that. But
yeah, I was surprised they were able to really get back there as much as they did. There was a graphic last night when the game first started. I think they had like 150 combined starts between the five of them, which is like the tied for the third most in FBS or something. Now, granted, they weren't all at Kentucky. I mean, they were, a lot of transfer portal guys, but I mean, that's still pretty impressive.
Anyway, the Gamecocks did what they were expected to do. Give them credit for the win, but in the end, it comes down to the meat of this schedule. And I don't think that you're going to be favored in any game until the Coastal game. Would you agree or disagree?
Johnny Mateer's not playing for Oklahoma. I could see him being favored at home.
All right, fair enough. I think he might be back for that game, but we'll see. I don't know. It's a tough stretch here for South Carolina. It really is.
Yeah, they're definitely not being favored against Ole Miss. Definitely not LSU or Bama. I don't know. They'll probably be underdogs in all of them because they don't like the Gamecocks, period. But they don't want to see us have success. But that's fine. We're used to that. Which was a good win last night, but I mean they still got a lot of things they need to work on a lot. So it's good they have this off week to do that.
So Jackpot, what would you think? What do you think is the one thing they really need to work on heading into this matchup with LSU?
Well, I mean, I still think the run blocking wasn't there.
Right.
It wasn't. I mean, they averaged like 3 yards a carry last night, and that's with Sellers. I mean, getting the bulk of the rushing yards. And they averaged 3 yards a carry last night. It's not going to get done. Put this in perspective. That McGowan guy for Kentucky carried the ball 17 times for like 110 yards or something. Matthew Fuller for the Gamecocks carried the ball 19 times for 47 yards. So I mean, two more carries and less than half the yardage. So we've got to get better at running the football. We've got to. Our running backs have to get better at running the football. Can't all be on Lenore Sellers. I know we want it to be. He's got to have some complementary pieces. So everybody was talking about he needs some help. Everybody will always say this. That was all I heard all season. He needs some more help around him, and it would get me so fucking pissed off because I'd be like, "Oh no, we've got fucking dudes." Turns out I don't know if we got dudes. We got a lot of young guys who are trying to make a way there, and a lot of the folks we thought were going to be the breakouts. Or we thought were going to be the key contributors, the Rasul Faison. I mean, they told us in the offseason, getting him on this team is going to be the difference between maybe a couple of wins and losses if we get him on here. I mean, he hasn't really done dick. I mean, you get him the ball around that 10, 15-yard line, he's going to get you a touchdown. But in the bulk of your drives, he can't do shit.
Well, and – we were told that he was going to be the next greatest thing ever, but as you said, your third string running back had 19 carries last night. Yeah. That's the coaching staff, and for everybody's like, oh, Faison, and oh, he's so great. The coaching staff has zero faith in him. So you can either go one of two ways. Either your coaching staff, you love them and you think they're great, and you think that they can make great decisions, and Beamer can develop, or the other end. And it's just it's crazy to me that people are still hung up on Faison when he has not been that good at all.
No, it's been disappointing. And then, I mean, the whole Nick Harbor experiment, I mean, he's just not getting the targets. They found themselves, it looks like another wide receiver one. And the young from FSU, Vandravius Jacobs, this kid's went over 100 yards 2 games in a row receiving. Hell, he might have close to 1,000 receiving yards this year if he keeps it up. He might go over it.
Well, and that's something else too. That he may get there because of the fact that the Gamecocks, I think, are going to have to pass the ball a lot because they can't run the ball. But to be fair to Nick Harbor, he's getting double teamed. Probably someone sent me the stats on that. I think it was like over 70% of the snaps that he was on the field last night, he faced a double team. So he's getting double teamed into oblivion. And, it's hard to manipulate and do that, but next level studs.
Well, that's good. That's fine when you got a piece like that. I mean, it draws he's drawing a double team. That's opening the door up for someone like Jacobs.
Yeah. But, I mean, hey, Jacobs is doing his part. He's running crisp routes, and he may end up being the best wide receiver on the roster. What was the other guy that had one catch last night, Jackpot? And we were wondering like how he was supposed to be the guy that was the compliment, and he had, he's had 8 targets through the opener this year. Kind of crazy, right? I can't remember. Mayfield Bennett. Yeah, Bennett. Bennett's had 8 targets. And
I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why he dropped the ball last week at Mizzou. He would have had a touchdown. Right. B-Bean over there in the comments says, did Uncle Lou change his natty pick from Penn State yet? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they lost a game, but I mean, Ohio State, to be fair, lost 2 games last year and won the natty. So yeah, it still happened. But
I got an interesting stop for you here, Jackpot. I wanted to pitch you this, and then we'll take it out of the listeners in a second. So South Carolina in 2022, I'm going to give you the numbers for their penalties. So penalties per game. In 2022, South Carolina was 10th in the conference, right at 7 penalties a game. 2023, 11th in the conference, over 7 penalties a game. 2024, right at 7 penalties a game. 2025, same thing. Actually, this year they're averaging 8.5 penalties a game. I wanted to get your thoughts on that, Jackpot. That's kind of some sloppy football.
Yeah, I mean, they cut that number in half last night, though. I think from what it was the week before. I don't know how many they had last night. Should have only been like 5.
I think it was 3. I think it was 3. It was 4 according to the box score, but I don't count the one where the offensive lineman was like, you know what, fuck your face, and he got that penalty for being aggressive. I don't count that one. The other 3 you count. So
yeah, I mean, they cleaned it up a lot last night, so they got to continue. That's some bad. That's coaching there. They got to coach that shit out of them. They can't. Which you joke around. Some of the teams that finish near the top of your conference are sometimes going to be some of the more penalized teams. I mean, they just do. I mean, they commit some. You see some holding calls and some PIs and stuff that sometimes these are good penalties. Honestly. Yeah, I mean, if you commit a pass interference in a good spot where it's going to keep you from giving up a touchdown, maybe you do it. But those aren't those kind of penalties. These pre-snap penalties are killers. But they didn't have a lot of that last night. I think I counted 1.
That was the whole gist of the conversation there, is that the O-line seems to get a good piece of those.
Yeah.
And it comes back down to what we've talked about before. For South Carolina to get to a point where their offense doesn't suck asshole, they're going to have to figure out something with that offensive line because it is too many penalties. So anyway, all right, Clemson was off this week. Clemson will play this week against North Carolina. We will see how that goes. Big games this week. Georgia loses at Alabama. What was it? Ohio State wins at the Oregon wins at Penn State.
Ohio State won against Washington. They beat them pretty soundly. I called that blowout. I thought that was happening. I knew that line was way too short. And then Notre Dame just absolutely tongue punched poor old Arkansas in the fart box. And I saw that coming too. I was like, when I saw that go down, I said, why in the world is that line 4.5? I'm like, what? I mean, what are we thinking here? I know Notre Dame's had a little bit of struggles, but no, I'm like, Arkansas is not good. And that game yesterday, they emptied that stadium out quick. I was telling somebody that reminded me, the way that stadium had emptied out at halftime, that reminded me of that 2022 South Carolina Georgia game in Williams-Brice, or Stetson Bennett came and what did he do? He went out and took selfies with the cheerleaders or something for South Carolina. It was something like that. But they ran us out of the stadium. It was like 48-7 final. Really, really bad. That's what that reminded me of.
Well, one other note here, Jackpot, you called it at a very early on in the preseason. You thought that Mississippi State was going to beat Tennessee, and by God, they almost got them yesterday.
God dang it, they did. I mean, you got to look. You got to take it back to that pick 6 they threw. I mean, if we could clean that up. Tennessee people they're so crazy too. With that kicker missed a field goal yesterday. I think it was like a 51-yarder. And Uncle Lou, when I was watching his live stream during the thing, say, go over to Twitter and type in Max Gilbert. The Vol fans will be sending him death threats and yada yada and all this stuff. And I did go and look, and I didn't see any death threats, but I saw a ton of posts. Get him off my football team now. But it's a 51-yarder, and you're on the road. I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, the guy's like 7 of 9 this year, but they hate him because he missed a damn field goal against Georgia, and I guess they think they would have won if he'd have hit it. So. Oh, my God. Damn, one of your players for Green Bay just got fucking leveled.
I'm probably a little bit behind here on the stream, but there's
watch his punt return.
Oh, my God. He got killed.
Wow. He held on to that ball.
He doesn't know what
planet he's on. Spin move, and that was fucking – that's fucked up. His clock.
Anyway, the Tennessee folks last night, I saw them in your live stream, and they were losing their shit with you about picking Mississippi State. I saw 5 or 6 people. We beat Mississippi State. Oh, holy shit!
Are you ready to eat your crow yet? Which I already told them. I said it was a good win. I mean, it's a hostile environment. That's for sure. I mean, probably the biggest game at Mississippi State in years. If they'd won that game, they would have probably burned that stadium down.
Did you hear those fucking cowbells too? I mean, it was coming through on the TV. It was
I don't get that. Who knows? Why do they let them do that? I mean, I don't. Nowhere else that artificial noisemakers. I mean, I don't understand why that's a thing. Why they let them do that, but
it was impressive. I could hear the noise. I was like, my goodness, it's crazy. But hey, what do you know? All right.
I bet you if they get really good and they start beating, some teams like Georgia or Alabama or something, then they will outlaw it. That's what'll happen.
Yeah. All right, link is over there if you want to join the program. Have at it.
They've been a shithole, so nobody really says anything, I guess.
We joke about it, but it's like it was their season, man. I mean, they were ramped up for that. So, welcome to the program.
Oh Lord.
Hello. How you doing, guys?
Hi, what's up, buddy? You doing all right?
Doing good. Sorry, y'all can't see me in the dog, but can y'all see me?
No, buddy. I think you're in your dorm. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Justin,
how you doing?
Man,
go ahead, guys.
Good evening.
Good. How you doing, Calloway Jeppa? Hey, guys. I happen to beat Kentucky, but Calloway Jeppa, I think that's all we can do right now. Is I know we got a weak offensive line, but I don't know it's gonna get better. But we have to wait and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to go into off week with some momentum for sure.
Oh yeah.
LSU. I don't know if you watched a lot of LSU playing, but they're a beatable team. I mean, they're not. I mean, this is all it is a name on the helmet. They're not that impressive at all. They didn't look good yesterday, so I feel confident we can win that game. I don't know. I would feel confident if it was in Columbia. It's hard to win at night in Baton Rouge. Not many people do that, but I don't know. Strange things have happened. This is the same weekend last year. We went to Alabama and almost won, so who knows?
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, before I go, hey, Calloway Jeppa, I hope we beat LSU. I would love to get that streak off our back,
Yeah, really. South Carolina hasn't beaten them in 20, almost 30 years. Over 30 years.
Yeah, since the 90s.
1994.
Yeah. And hey guys, before I go, you know, Kevin DeBoer beat George, but he's got Kobe Smart's number.
Well, they've only played each other. I mean, he needed that game, so I mean that was just a clash of titans yesterday. So game could have gone either direction, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, take care, guys. Go Gamecocks. Peace out, guys.
All right, see you later. Go Gamecocks.
All right, let's head to Berlin. Sven, what's up, buddy?
To all these Tennessee guys, first of all, good morning. Congratulations to your win. And Rob, congratulations to a win over bye week. Well done.
Thank you. Very good.
Thank you.
To all your Tennessee fans, Tennessee didn't win the game. We lost the game.
Oh, shit.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
That is
Tennessee.
That's a classic move. It was nothing that Tennessee did. It was what Mississippi State didn't do, right?
Facts.
We did it. We did it to ourselves. I mean, we were complete in control over this game until 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
We had a 15-yard penalty. No, 4 minutes left. A 15-yard penalty for face mask. And a bogus call, 15 yards PI. And that moved the ball from the Tennessee 40-yard line to our.
Yeah, y'all. Mississippi State was the most penalized team. Mississippi State's the most penalized team in the SEC, and they were doing it yesterday. Y'all had right before halftime. You had a drive where Tennessee, you guys gave them like 30 free yards in penalties and moved them from their own 40 to your 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I tell you what, Tennessee can't run the ball. They have not a single running back who deserves even the name running back. Not a single one.
They were terrible. I took that Star Thomas kid to go over his yards on the sleeper route. And he didn't get anywhere near it. It's terrible.
I mean, a running back scored the final score. That's a fact. In overtime. So, but this was a blown coverage. Okay, we are a bad team. Whatever. So, but other of that, I mean, Fluff Buswell from South Alabama run all over these people.
Yeah, he's a good player.
We had 200 yards rushing. Tennessee had 50. So, and if you play a real team, Tennessee, man, a real team, they will stump you. And I don't troll, or it's no excuse or something like that. I see it how it is. Mississippi State is not a good football team. We are in rebuild, and you lucked one up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if they play this against Texas A&M or against Oklahoma, they get road graded. They get stumped. There is no way in hell, because these people have defenses. So, and you can't curve them up. And I mean, I'm not mad that we lost. I'm just mad there's all these trolls you didn't see for 20 years coming out of the woodworks and talking shit about Mississippi State. I mean, it is what it is. 99% of all these Tennessee Vols fans are bandwagon fans. When they lose, you don't see them for the next six years. Huh?
That's
anyway.
I poke at the fun at the Tennessee fans, but those motherfuckers show up. How could they be a bandwagon team, sir, when they've been shit for the past 20 years?
Of course, they got to buy up half the damn tickets in everybody's fucking stadium. Because I saw the whole upper deck of that one side of that stadium was orange. I want to read this comment real quick while I'm thinking about it. Smokey Payton says, ask him how many sacks the Vols had. Yeah, I will say, whoever was protecting Blake Shapen's blind side, they need to be fired immediately.
I mean,
that kid was getting killed. He took a lot of shots from high. He didn't even see coming.
Jackpot. Levy came in the middle of the night. He had nobody on these lines to work with. Nobody last year. Nobody. There was not a single player on these lines who didn't even deserve the name lineman, defensive or offensive.
Let me
this year, it's getting better. And Levy,
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't call going to the playoffs shit. Okay, you had the one season where you went to the playoffs. The other, in the past 20 years, you haven't really been that good. So let's not pretend every year you're going to the
let's be real. Tennessee was the doormat of the SEC East for 10 years. They were on Vanderbilt level.
All right, well,
they were busy winning 3-4 games.
Can you let Christian in Tennessee for a minute? Let's see what he's got to say. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it was them giving the game up. When Tyree West hit him so hard that he couldn't even hold on to the ball anymore, and we ran that in. Or how about when he threw the ball directly to our DB? That was crazy. You want to talk about giving the game up? If our tight end can close his hands around the ball, you lose by 14 points. If Mike Matthews could catch a 70-yard pass where he was running butt ass naked because your defense sucks, that game don't go into overtime.
Wait, who was butt ass naked? I missed this.
Freaking Mike Matthews was running wide open and the ball hit him in the hands. Same thing happened with Georgia's receiver. It literally dropped in his hands and he dropped it. He was 10 yards behind the closest DB.
We had the same with Evans. He was free. The DB.
That's why he had like 40 yards.
5 yards behind him.
You went and got Georgia's fastest wide receiver, and he had like 40 yards all night. And we don't even have our best DB playing right now.
I mean,
he had a true
hello?
freshman on him half the night,
Hey,
dude. He had 40
hello?
yards.
Hey, Tennessee man. Should I remind you that you are a playoff team and we went 2-10? You should blow us out by 150.
I thought you guys were tough to
we
play
have
at
not
home.
a single
I thought them
five-star on our
cowbells were
team,
supposed to
and you are loaded as
rattle
well.
everybody. If anybody was at risk of giving that game up, it was us. It wasn't you. You just got outplayed.
From who?
From us. You talking about we have 180 yards on the ground?
What had
But
you?
we couldn't run the ball?
You can't run the ball. You have no running backs.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. We sure didn't in overtime when he scored on the first play of overtime.
I told this before. It was one blown coverage. Outside of that, you had 50-yard running against the worst run defense.
We had more than 50 yards running because we had like 100. I think we had 140, 150 in that entire game. You're saying 25 yards plus 50.
Yeah.
The math, I don't know. You're
131 yards on the ground.
Okay, so take the 25. We still had 100. That's 105 yards. That's not 50 yards. And why would if the bullshit OPI you could watch, your dude just couldn't keep his balance and fell, and Chris Brazzell that, and Mike Matthews closes his hand around that wide receiver, and Joey goes for 500 on your defense. But no, why would we run the ball when we could put up 500 yards on your defense? Why would you ever run the ball when you can? You have no DBs. We put 371 yards on you, bro, in the air. Why would we run the ball?
Did you have 500 yards?
No, we had 371. So much worse. Yeah. Why would anybody run the ball? If you have a quarterback that can hang 371 yards on your head, why would you run the ball? And even when we did run the ball, we ran it well. Especially when the game was on the line. Can't say the same for you.
Well, to be fair, Aguilar did have 2 picks yesterday.
Yeah, they both, if you go and watch them, they both hit our tight end directly in both hands, and he can't close his hands around it.
Yeah.
So you have
we also had two turnovers. I mean, but
yeah, but your turnovers were forced.
Okay. So
if you had jumped the ball and took it like Joey threw it, and you got in the direction of the pass and snatched it out of the air, it wasn't a tip ball that hit the offensive receiver first, then yes, those would be forced turnovers. Yours were, we stole yours. We hit your quarterback so bad. And what the crazy thing is you got a better quarterback riding the bench. You did last year too, and you let him leave.
Michael Van Buren is not better as Blake Shapen when he's healthy. Okay.
I don't know. Then Blake Shapen must not be healthy. Kamario Taylor's definitely better than him.
Kamario Taylor is a freshman. Okay. Yeah. So you are ranked 10th, 8th, 15th?
15th.
Okay.
Beating you gave
Mississippi
us,
State.
Literally beating you gave us nothing.
Mississippi State beat 4 cupcakes. We beat absolute nobody. So we are not ranked, and we
Arizona
are
State was a good win.
What?
You beat Arizona State. That wasn't a cupcake. That was a good win.
Of course, Arizona State is terrible. I told you this last week.
What?
I've seen everybody giving Mississippi. I don't know what trolls he's running into, but I've seen Alabama fans talk more shit about Mississippi State than Tennessee fans have.
Look, Mississippi State is in rebuild.
I guess that's because they're going to be permanent rivals.
So
everybody has a rebuild moment, dude. Everybody does.
So I mean, State's situation is a little bit special. I mean, I don't wish it for you, and I don't mean that.
Arizona State won Friday.
Hyper passes away today. You know what you are next year? A 2-win team. You win 2 games. If Hyper passes away tomorrow, what I don't wish, it's just like
I don't wish that either. But
if he passes away, you win 2 games. You are dead. You are a dead program for the next 5 years because everybody leaves and they buy you out, like they did at Mississippi State.
I don't think that Tennessee goes 2-10 if something like that happened. They'd find somebody to coach them. So
that's the thing. That was just you had a bad AD that didn't want to go out and find a coach. And I get it. It's hard. He passed away close to Christmas, and most coaches had already signed extensions and stuff. But, I mean, Tennessee literally had the fucking Chick-fil-A bag scandal. You got every coach in the country telling every kid that you're trying to recruit, you don't want to go there. They're not going to get to go to a bowl game for 5 years. You don't want to go there. They're not going to be on TV. You don't want to go there. Heisman won 11 games in his second year with that.
Yeah,
Mississippi State, when that happened, they screwed up when they made that. What it was his name? That Vin Diesel. What was his name? I call him Vin Diesel.
Will Arnett.
That coordinate DC. Yeah, they made him head coach. That was the wrong move there.
I mean, I truly believe that Mississippi State wins in 2026 8 games. And I truly believe that
you're not beating the Gamecocks. That's not happening.
You can win 8 games this year. I don't know why you're acting.
Win. This is the easiest win on the schedule, Jackpot. We beat your asses.
I don't know why you're acting like you guys are dog shit this year. You're 4-1. You're halfway to 8 wins now.
No,
we're gonna start calling you Sven-Tavian.
We are not Tennessee. We don't have a cupcake schedule. We play Texas. We play Georgia.
We play Georgia. We play Alabama.
Ole Miss,
you play Alabama.
We play Texas A&M.
All right.
We play
Tennessee has Oklahoma.
I mean,
and they got Vandy too. I mean, you can't even count that as a cupcake anymore.
6 teams who we play in the next 7 weeks are ranked.
Tennessee's got Kentucky. That's an automatic dub.
Respectfully, sir, I don't like hearing that shit because in reality, you're in the conference where you're going to have a bunch of teams that are ranked simply because the people that are going to vote are going to rank SEC teams. You're going to have
100%.
People shit is useless. I mean, they have Notre Dame ranked, and that's all what I have to know.
Look, I'm glad that we've had this whole thing where it's like, man, this AP poll is garbage because then we should go back and everyone's like, oh, we beat a ranked team in XYZ. The reality is that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Everything now is, can you get into the playoffs and can you win in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's not
Arizona State.
It means anything.
Rob, Arizona State was ranked 12th, and Levitt couldn't complete a pass to save his life. He's a terrible quarterback. He's absolutely useless. Useless.
I mean,
without Scadaboo.
Yeah, well,
it is what it is. And
they came back and won Friday night against TCU, though.
Yeah, I mean
TC doo-doo.
Yeah, I mean, Mississippi State wins 1 out of 10 years against Alabama. We are a better team as Alabama.
The thing that gets me though is that people build on this. Oh, we had this ranked win and that ranked win, and you've seen the voters that have come out and said, "Hey,
we don't care."
I ranked Florida ahead of South Florida, even though South Florida beat them this week. We're not going to rank South Florida. We're going to move Florida up 2 spots. Yeah. That's what you're getting. And then you're basing your team, oh, we're great because we beat a ranked team. It doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
that's what I'm saying.
It's getting to the playoffs now. And I know this hurts feelings. It's getting to the playoffs and then winning in the playoffs. All this other shit is just pomp and circumstance. All the rivalry games, pomp and circumstance. Yeah, we won the Palmetto Bowl or we won the Giant Dick Trophy, whatever the hell it is you're playing for. That's awesome.
Yeah. The Giant Dick Trophy.
Yeah, that's what the Bonham Trophy is. You know what I'm talking about, Jackpot.
Yeah. That's what Alabama and Auburn play for.
Can you win your conference? Can you go to the playoffs? And when you get there, can you win? All this other stuff is bullshit.
So I agree. But at the same time, you have to appease. Like Tennessee's 4-1, our 1 loss. We haven't lost a game in regulation. Our 1 loss is to a team that they consider a top 10 team still.
Sure.
But beating beating Mississippi State, who's 4-1. Doesn't matter. Beating Syracuse, who was a pretty solid team before Angeli got hurt. Doesn't matter. But meanwhile, like if they keep us at 15 all year, and then the first playoff polls come out and we're sitting at 15, we're not getting in the playoffs. Like they have to start rewarding wins eventually.
People in the comment section are asking me about, okay, Rob, so 96% of college football is BS. Are you playing to win a national title? If you're not playing to win a national title, then why are you playing? Think about that.
Yeah.
Wrap your head around that for a second. I understand you're going to have the Akrons and the Buffaloes of the world that are never going to do that, and they use that the football revenue to help other sport, and that's fine. That's fine. But that is for the entertainment portion of it. The real teams that can play for the college football national title, that's what you should be playing for. Not can we go 8-4 and go to the shit bowl game now? Because those games don't matter. They don't matter.
There are only maybe 5 or 6 teams who can win a national title.
Well, according
maybe
to
6.
Maybe
Index,
6. There's 16 teams that could do it at the beginning of the season.
Name me the 16 teams. I want to laugh a little bit.
Don't worry, you're not on that list, sir. And neither is Clemson was on the list, but they shouldn't be. But there's 16 teams that were on that list, sir.
Well, my thing about the blue chip ratio, blue chip ratio, yes, it's important, but I do feel like the recruiting services are getting way too pandery out there anymore. It's like the state of Alabama, I'm sorry, the state of Alabama is not producing 4 or 5 5-stars a year, but somehow they get 4 or 5 5-stars because they know they're going to pick those kids are going to pick Alabama. When Stephen Terry or whatever, Shannon Terry, has created literally all 3 major recruiting sites outside of ESPN. He created Rivals, sold it, created 247, sold it, created On3, and bought Rivals up. Like, that dude is a massive Alabama fan. So when he goes to Charles Power, whoever does the rankings, and says, hey, this kid's leaning. Like, the Russell kid that was committed to SMU, he was a 3-star. Alabama missed on George McIntyre. They missed on some other kids. All of a sudden, they steal Keelan Russell from SM fucking U, who is still technically a G5, and that dude's the number 2 quarterback at the end of the recruiting cycle. And
all right,
like,
guys,
yeah, man,
got a ton of people on. I got to move on, but I appreciate you. Okay, thank you, guys. Let's see here. I want to address Gary's question because it makes a lot of sense. A fair question, but only a few teams have the financial resources to ever get there. I looked it up last night. We need to bring this into focus here too. Kentucky is an SEC team, meaning they get SEC money, but they decide to put all their money on the basketball team. So if you're a Kentucky football fan, you should just understand you are going to watch a wish football team every year. You've decided.
I made that point today in my video. Mark Pope, he just stacks 5-stars up on the bench on that basketball team for trophies. They pay 50% of their rev share goes to men's basketball.
Right.
It's the highest number in the SEC by far.
Well,
but
and
they still don't win. And they still, when they get to the tournament, they still shit the bed. I mean, they don't make it very far.
Well, the average Power 5 or Power 4 team is at 30%, 30 to 35% for hoops.
I wanted to address, too, I had pinned that comment up. One of the Tennessee fans over there, he laughs and says, Mississippi State ain't never making the playoffs. Okay, well, we're fixing to expand to 16. And then going ahead, Rob, ask yourself this. Before last season, was Indiana making the playoffs on your bingo card?
Absolutely not.
No. So then why can we sit here? We always throw this shit out. So-and-so's never doing this. This is never winning a championship. This ain't never going to happen. Blah, blah. You don't know that. It can happen next year anymore in college football.
But to be fair, right, but Kentucky has decided they're not going to throw money into football. They've already proved
it's insane.
So if they're not going to spend money on football, it's easy for me to say they're not going to have the revenue sharing going to football players. Why would football players go there?
I get it, and I could understand them spending the money on the basketball if they were making the Final Four every year, or making it the Natty game every other year. If they were like UConn or something, but they're not. I mean, they're picking up, they're getting all these one and dones, and it makes no sense. I don't even view them as a basketball power, really. I mean, I think they are, but.
SEC Dog says, facts, Rob, but the human baked potato is just a clown dressed as a football coach. Very good, sir.
He's horrible. Now they are really out on him at Kentucky. You know, that these fans on the YouTube comment sections, I'm reading stuff on their message boards. They want him gone yesterday, man. They want that offensive coordinator gone. That guy hasn't scored more than 2 offensive touchdowns since he has been the OC at Kentucky, according to these guys. On the Kentucky Sports Radio Network, I was listening to their thing last night after the game, hoping to hear them crying a little bit, but they weren't. I mean, they were making a lot of sense. They want him gone, but I mean, it's not gonna. I mean, it doesn't matter who they bring in there. They're not going to spend the money on the football program. Nobody's going to be successful. They can't just pull a quarterback out of their ass.
Exactly. Well, and we were talking about that on the radio last night, and one of my co-hosts was like, well, they went and got an Alabama wide receiver, and they went and got Calzada and all that. Well, the money they're spending is turned to shit. None of those guys panned out.
No.
So,
whoever's evaluating the quarterbacks in the portal that they're picking up needs another job because they're not good at it. I mean, they missed on this Calzada guy from Incarnate Turd. They missed on Devin Leary. They missed on Vandergriff. I mean, these guys are just bums, man. Not good.
Daniel, what do you got for the show?
Oh, yeah, I was going to tell Spin, stop making fucking excuses. All you did was talk shit before the game. You got your fucking ass whooped. You're lucky that fucking Brazel got a pussy-ass OPI call after he dropped his balls on your goddamn corner. Go choke on brats and sauerkraut, you stupid German fuck. Go Balls, baby.
Black Diamond 27, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. You didn't put a comment there, but thank you for the super chat. Billy, are you calling to motherfuck Sven?
No, I wouldn't do that. I find it amazing. I can't believe I didn't. Just take.
I can't believe that. As nice as Sven is, that someone told him to go choke on brats and sauerkraut.
I'm not going to go that far, but let me. When you come over here and say Tennessee is a bad program, you know what a bad program is? A bad program hadn't won an SEC game in 2 years or 3 years. A bad program is when you're 36-12 all time to a team. That's a bad program.
Are you Are you a bad program if you're the most penalized in the conference in the past 20 years?
I ain't bringing it up. And we can play what if this game altogether, but we spotted them 7 points right off the get-go. They punted to us. We fumbled in the red zone. They scored. They got us, 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles, and you can't win. That's a bad program. That's a bad program. I thought we was going to lose. And to be honest, we shouldn't have won because we played horrible. But good teams find a way to win.
I was over here pulling for them. I thought they were going to be able to pull it.
Tennessee's isn't ranked 15th for the heck of it. And you can go relatively whatever you want to say. And Tennessee did make the playoffs last year, and they did. Ohio State beat the hell out of us, but they made the playoffs, just like you say, Rob. You're playing to get in the playoffs, and if you don't get in the playoffs, go play in the part-time bird. Go play in the part-time bird.
As everybody says to make themselves feel better, wasn't nobody beating Ohio State last year?
Well, that's a fact. Who did they not rout in the playoffs? Who did they not rout? They lost the crap out of everybody.
Whoever they played in Natty games.
7-5 Michigan team, sir. A 7-5 Michigan team beat them.
He's talking about once they got to the playoffs. They had a different
Ohio State.
They were smoking people. But I think their most impressive win in the playoffs was the win against Oregon. They bodied them.
Before an SEC fan to come in here whose team has literally doesn't have a winning record against no one in the SEC and calls Tennessee a bad program, you're better than that, Sven. You're better than that. Just take your L and go to bed. It's about 4:00 in the morning in Germany. You're up too late. You've had too much beer. Just go to bed.
He needs to drink another Lowenbrow.
We gifted you the game and you couldn't win. Tennessee gave you the game and couldn't win.
I can't believe they told him to choke on sauerkraut and brats.
Yeah, that's a little much for me. I ain't going that far, But no. Tennessee's a bad program, so Georgia must be bad, I guess. Bad program takes Georgia to overtime and loses by 3. Tennessee's a bad program. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I mean, you guys are not helping with international relations, just bashing on poor Germany over there.
Well, I'm not. I lived there for 4 years. I think it's a great place. But
Bama dude off the top says can't wait to beat Tennessee in 2 weeks. Whoa,
they probably will.
That's probably happening.
SEC dog, come on, Tennessee, take the no. He came on here and called us a bad program. A bad program took you to overtime. SEC, take your L. Take your L. Tennessee beat Georgia last year. I can't believe Georgia can't beat Alabama. We beat them 2 out of the last 3 years, but Georgia can't. So just move on. Anyway, let me get off here. I can't believe a losing team like Mississippi State fan comes on here ridiculing other teams. That saying, win something, we'll win something. I'll put our banners up in Neyland Stadium against Mississippi State, and I'll go on record. Mississippi State ain't never going to the playoffs. Book it.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Probably make it in 2 years.
Book it. Yeah, right.
Would you have put Indiana making it on your bingo card last year?
Now Billy done hung up. He got his.
Look at that. He ran away.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's see here. We have to welcome into the program Peckerhead. Peckerhead, welcome to the show.
I mean, damn. It's everyone. First off, I don't think Sven deserved all of that. I'm gonna just start off with that. I don't think he deserved all that. But
no, he didn't. But you know how they get. They're like a pack of wolves.
I'm telling you, dude. It was like bull sharks. They smelled blood.
They do. I mean, they came out of left field and attacked him. Smashing him over the head with a billy club, left and right.
Can you imagine if Mississippi State would have won that game? First of all, half these Tennessee fans would not have been here.
No.
All right. But the other half that would be, they would have been talking about it was the cowbell and it was all kind of nonsense. I mean,
would they have been doing that, or would they have been talking about how good Mississippi State was?
No, hell no. I mean, the only reason Tennessee loses a game is because of Tennessee. It has nothing to do with anybody else. You know that, Jackpot.
We haven't addressed this since we got Peckerhead in here, and he's talking about the game last night. What did you think about the ball throwing incident?
Oh, I was going to talk about that. Sports Illustrated put out an article that the headline literally reads, paramedics called after Kentucky running back throws ball at disabled elderly man. That's literally what the headline on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was bullshit. He got on Twitter and he put an apology. He said, in a heated moment, I tried to heave the ball at the barricade or something. No, you didn't. He rears back and fired it into the damn crowd. I don't think he was meaning to bean that guy specifically. It just looked like he was just aiming it into the stands. But what a fucking dumbass move.
It should have been 15 yards.
Put this in perspective. Last night, JT Gear for the Gamecocks scores his first collegiate touchdown on the scoop and score. Also, Gerald Kilgore for the Gamecocks has a pick six. He's not scored any touchdowns for us. I don't know if he had any when he was at Tennessee Tech or not. What do those two individuals do when they score their first college touchdown? They drop the ball in the end zone and celebrate. This fool obviously scored touchdowns before. He's a damn running back. But we're going to fire the fucking ball into the – I mean, what are you doing? It's nonsense.
The question we need to consider is, do we really expect common sense from a felon? I mean, this dude can't
he needs to be and I'm not trying to be a soft ass here or get up on some kind of moral high horse. He needs to fucking be suspended for the next game. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and I can't believe there wasn't a 15-yarder. There was nothing.
I don't think – I guess the refs – I guess they didn't see it.
Well, still, I mean, hell, I don't – that seems like one of those things you buzz down for. I don't know. That's just I've seen
look,
too many
like
times.
right to the left, there was a girl, a younger girl there beside his grandpa.
Well, that section is where they put like the wheelchair and
fuck.
Yeah, that section's like the elderly wheelchair and like special needs section of the stadium.
All right,
so he threw it directly into the fucking fray of that.
We're gonna give you a minute here, but we forgot to do our Dennis Wilson stuff, Jackpot. I sent you something. We just forgot to read it. So if we can
let me go ahead and open this up because it's been making my phone stink. My shitpo team has fans that are happy that we beat a fake MAC champion. Our coach is a crybaby who needs a tampon. We may go 1-7 in SEC play. We are a shithole. I should have been a Tiger.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. Thank you, Dennis. Hey, have at it. All right.
I did have some stuff I wanted. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Justin says there was a ref right behind him. Well, he didn't do his job.
I want to go ahead and put this out here because I haven't heard it anywhere yet, and I think it might be time to have that conversation. Ahmad Hardy for Heisman. Talk about a fucking stud these guys got at Mizzou. He leads the country in rushing yards. He's got like 740 rushing yards. Hasn't gone below 100, and that was only because they subbed him out. He had 10 yards versus 10 rushes, I should say, for 100 yards versus like some nobody FCS.
Right, but they've played a Bearcat schedule. I mean, they
played a lot of shitholes so far.
Scary,
Carolina's probably the toughest team they played so far. So,
I get that, but the things he's doing is he's making people look foolish. He's breaking.
You're right. And if he does that against Bama and Texas A&M and Oklahoma, I mean, we might have an argument.
I'm just putting it out early. I mean, this dude is an absolute stud.
Go ahead and put your future on him. Then you can still do it.
I'm going to. He's way better than Schrader, and if he has any sort of a scheme,
I mean that Schrader was going on. Schrader and Scatterboo reminded me of each other a lot. I mean, they were just kind of like the little engine that could type thing. I mean, this guy is a different level.
Yeah, he's electric. I mean, the dude looks like he should be suiting up for Georgia. He looks like a Georgia runner.
I fucking hate that he's playing for damn Mizzou.
Yeah.
Well, as a Gamecock man, you should be asking, why is it that we went and got Sewell in the damn transfer portal instead of that guy?
Well, if you listen to Beamer's presser, it was either his teleconference or his presser last Tuesday when he was talking about Kentucky now, which I don't like this guy because, I mean, he's obviously got a shitty attitude and he's a fucking jailbird. But this damn McGowan dude that plays for Kentucky, I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, he's got a hell of a damn first step. I mean, he's a good running back. Beamer was talking about him. He said he played for me when I was at Oklahoma. He said, I know all about him. I'm thinking, well, then why didn't you fucking try to get him for us? He's been better than anything we got on the team right now. Shit.
That's a good point.
All I know is that the dork is making people famous going to get running backs nobody's ever heard of and turning them into all conference running backs.
Well, no, Ahmad Hardy was heard of. He was one of the top portal options.
Yeah, I don't understand how that his only recruiting offers, I think, were out of high school was Southern Miss and UL Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that makes me just think that when I was talking the other night about like some of these small towns and like some of these states like Mississippi and Alabama and stuff, do some of these players still not get the attention maybe I figured they all did with social media and ways things
Well,
are
look at
shared
Sellers.
around.
Look, you could talk about the stuff with all of being there in the portal and everything else. He's taken guys and he's turned them into all SEC running backs. Sorry, Schrader. We can go up and down the line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he is a master classman when it comes to going and getting guys that I've never heard of.
We know who's coaching their running backs. Do you have any idea?
That's a good question. Let me Google that. That's a
I
really
know
good question.
I know some guy named Kirby Moore is their OC. He's Kellen Moore.
It's Curtis Looper. Oh God, this dude looks old as shit. Please look this dude up. Curtis Looper. Oh my God, he looks like he should be teaching an IBM class.
I think that
look at this dude. He's the one. This is the wizard right here, Curtis Looper.
Oh damn.
He looks like Chris Urkel.
He kind of looks like he kind of reminds me of Herb Edwards.
I don't know. He's winning.
He's only 59, so he's not that old.
I did want to bring. I wanted to bring some stats to the table that I thought were just atrocious. And this goes for both schools actually, Carolina and Clemson, to put in perspective how bad we are so far.
God, can we respond to Tennis Girl's comment? Shula will be next Gamecock coach. What? No. I mean, look.
All right, now, Tennis Girl, I was about to say, you some of your comments, you look like my kind of woman, but that there, I don't know.
If they hire Shula as their next head coach, I mean, it's God. I can tell you that
I'd rather have much
stream ever will be highlighted by that when that happens.
Travis says Mizzou's first road game of the season is October 18th. Now that's really.
Yeah, they have a really long home stretch.
Well, they probably all those games should be. The rest of their schedule should be on the road. I know they played Alabama at home. They got Texas A&M at home. I mean, their schedule's damn gift wrapped.
It's favorable though. Their toughest games are at home. But I want y'all to chew on this. I want y'all both to chew on this.
Can you respond to Navy Guy's comment there first, sir?
What's Navy Guy say?
It says Dylan Sampson had 12 TDs in 5 games last season on 12 less carries, and Peckerhead never would have called for the Heisman for him.
That's because Ashton Genty was better than him in the same year.
Ta-da!
I mean, come on, dude. Regardless, but I want y'all to chew on this. Out of 134 Division I football teams, South Carolina is 124 in rushing offense. Clemson is 111th in rushing offense. And tackles for loss allowed, South Carolina is tied for 106th. I didn't look up Clemson, but it was better. I think actually Clemson might be towards the top of the country in that. And third down percentage, South Carolina 103, Clemson 101. I mean, what am I looking at here? Could you ever wrap your mind around this just 5 years ago, even with how bad Carolina was, that both Clemson and South Carolina would be in such a dumpster fire when it comes to these offensive numbers?
I mean, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I could have seen it coming with the Gamecocks. I'm not saying I saw it coming with the Gamecocks. I could say I could see it coming. It's just one of those things with Clemson. That's really surprising.
It's crazy. I don't get it. Somehow South Carolina's figured out how to win 2 games.
Smokey Payton says crash. It's almost, I know it's trash. It's almost as bad as you guys' defensive numbers. Well, no one
Genty played in the same competition. Are they seriously trying to say Dylan Sampson had a better year than Genty? Is that what Wayne Stars is trying to say?
Come on now.
I mean, dude.
Come on, man.
He had 1,000 yards plus in his first 5 games.
I got nothing.
I mean, come on, dude.
I'm with you on that front. Peckerhead, we're gonna try to get out of here.
Maybe the guy says, imagine Sampson against the Mountain West. Well, Genty was playing behind a Mountain
Tennessee
West
O-line.
offensive line too.
Yeah, he wouldn't have a Tennessee O-line. But before I head out, did y'all see what my Patriots did to them lowly Panthers?
Yeah, that was criminal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. The punt return. We about had two. It was a Vakari Swain effort from our punt returner. He about housed two. He had one. I mean, what a time to be me. 2 dominant wins. I need to hold on to it, remember it. It might not happen again this year. But until then, go Gamecocks, go Patriots.
Yeah, maybe if the Patriots play a shithole on Coastal Carolina week, it will.
That's a good point. I'd have to look up the schedule. I guarantee it's going to be like the Bills, though. Probably
Bama Dude 18 said before the season started, I thought South Carolina would be the only team to beat us. That aged well. Well,
right,
still got a game coming up.
We let Mike in before we go. Mike, what do you got for the show, man? You said he had something about the nerds. Have at it, man.
All right, one thing. I'm not a big blame the refs guy. So this will be the only time I ever say this. But if you look at that Wake Forest Georgia Tech game, this wasn't like, oh, if this would happen, that would happen. If the proper call was made, Tech was offside. He was at least in the neutral zone. Wake Forest could have kneed the game out.
I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Here, what I don't understand, man. Why, at the end of that first overtime, after Claiborne scored that touchdown, then he got hurt. Why did your coach decide to go for 2 instead of going for a second overtime? Was it because Claiborne got hurt, I guess, and he thought that was the only way they could get in the end zone in a second overtime? So they just said, "We're just going to try to win it here." I don't get that.
Oh, I think that's absolutely the right choice, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're playing as the underdog. You got to go win the game. But my whole point is I don't blame the refs, but it reaches a point where it's like, man, if that call literally it changed the game in the sense that it was over. Wake would have won if that call was correct.
Yeah, they should have sent that thing to their little ACC control center like they've been. Have you seen that, Rob? The little ACC control center?
It's stupid. I hate that shit. But look, you can bitch about and look, you may have gotten fucked by the refs, but in the end, they're the ones that make decisions and you cannot change it. So it's like I learned a long time ago, there's not much you can do. You know, don't get your team. You guys were up by 17 points in that game. You shouldn't have let them come back. I mean, you know, put it on you. That's going to make you a better program than blame it on the refs, sir.
No, 100%. And I agree with that. And like I said, I'm not a big blame the ref guy, but this time, a little egregious. But you are right, for sure.
Well, look, you guys are playing better than I thought you would. So there you go with the Deeks, man. So,
well, at least they covered the spread and they confirmed what I have kind of suspected, that Georgia Tech might be a little bit of a paper tiger.
We'll find out. Thoughts on Sam Pittman before we get out of here, Jackpot? Old Triple D Pittman.
Here's the thing. I mean, I understand, you know, the need to win, the want to win, but I think the expectations for this Notre Dame thing, I think the expectations were too high. I mean, did we fire him because he got blown out by Notre Dame? I mean, a lot of people have gotten blown out by Notre Dame. That the line was wrong. They had those people thinking they had a chance there anyway, but I mean, I get it. It's probably not going to get any better. So, I mean, they need to go in a different. They need to go in a different direction. Look, Arkansas should be near the top of the SEC. Arkansas should be where Mizzou is right now. It's the only major university in that state. They've got a rich football history. They've got money. That should be a better football program. It's a sleeping giant. That should be a better football program. It should be a top 10 program. Do you agree?
I agree with you. And you know what? They put Bobby Petrino in charge. Now, this is the same Bobby Petrino that was at Arkansas as the head coach before, was fucking the volleyball player.
It's also the same Bobby Petrino that put Louisville's football program in the shitter.
Yeah. Oh, the wife says low language anyway. But look, no, I'm being honest about doing the thing with the volleyball player to appease the wife over here. was riding his motorcycle, got into an accident, got into a fight, the whole 9 yards, and then went to Atlanta, quit on the Falcons. Bobby Petrino is a piece of shit. I mean, let's just be honest here. He is an absolute buffoon with the shit that he's pulled. He quit on the Falcons with a note, but now he is a head coach in the SEC. Football is stupid. Stupid.
Let's get Jarrett before we get out of here.
Oh, I didn't see Jarrett. All right, Jarrett, what do you got, buddy?
Really, we got fucking crushed again by Alabama as usual. Kirby Smart can never fucking get out of his own way because Kirby Smart is the reason why we lose to Alabama.
Brother, he's won 2 national titles. Let it go, man. I had to tip my hat to him. He's a good coach.
Yeah, but he never can beat Alabama because he's always overthinking it.
All you got to do is win the rest of your games. You guys are going to make the SEC championship game.
There's only 2 games I think will be a struggle. The only 2 games I see a struggle will probably be maybe Mississippi State and Ole Miss, and that's it.
Well, then,
all
right. So
you think Texas is not going to be a struggle?
No.
Well, look.
What about Georgia Tech?
Maybe Georgia Tech, but
they're undefeated.
I don't know. Maybe, but if we get past
Old win the rest of y'all's games and then shit the bed against Georgia Tech.
Well, look, that was my thing. You're telling me that lining up with Texas, which according to they have the most, supposedly one of the top 5 rosters in the country. You're just like, all right, Texas, no fucking problem. Kirby Smart's got your program to a point where you think that they're going to go in there and do that, but they lose at home to Alabama by 3 points, and Kirby Smart's an asshole. You Georgia fans are just like Tennessee fans. You expect the world, and when you don't get it, you cry like bitches. That is the way it comes across, man. Just be happy with what you got. You have a team that has a legitimate shot to win the national title. Nobody that's watching this program tonight is stunned if Georgia won the national title. Just enjoy it, man. Hell, you've got a really good team. You have a good chance. Your team's not fucking where fucking Clemson is right now, where we got a wide receiver playing running back. And Dabo Swinney sounds like Gomer Pyle on steroids. Just enjoy what you got, dude.
With a squinty eye.
Exactly. Just repeat after me. I'm going to help you.
We won a title 10 years ago. Is that good? Is that good?
Smart has won a couple of national titles, and they're constantly in the top of the SEC. You'll be just fine.
Yeah. The only games that's concerning me really, is Ole Miss and maybe Mississippi State. That's really the only one.
Beat Mississippi State by 2 to 3 touchdowns.
You think Mississippi State's going to be easier than Texas? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Dude, Florida's going to be more of a challenge for y'all than Mississippi State.
Jay, come get your people, man. This guy's lost his shit. Where's Jay Shipes over there in the damn comment section? Get your folks, man.
Florida is going to be worn out. They're going to give up on defense. Eventually, they're going to give up.
I bet you they beat Texas this Saturday.
I think so, too.
I'm calling it right now.
You think Florida State's going to lose to Miami this coming week?
Yep.
Don't bring that voodoo jackpot.
I don't know. Often when you see these teams come off of a shitty loss like Florida State had, they'll go out and surprise you.
I think Carson Beck's
an underdog.
I think Carson Beck's going to struggle. I think he's going to fucking do what he did at the Florida game. He's going to look distraught, have the confused look on his face, and when he
If Crystal Balls can't win this game, he's officially the James Franklin of the ACC.
Yeah, I think Gus Malzahn probably might beat. Gus Malzahn's going to cook something up. I think Florida State's going to beat Miami.
Fair enough. All right.
Could be.
Thank you, Jarrett. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Rob, you want to go over the games for next week or for this contest or the contest this week?
Hold on. Let's see here. I didn't even look at these games because Jackpot picked them.
So I picked them, and you can't look at them. What does that make?
No,
does it mean they have age or something?
Don't give me shit about the games. Taters at North Carolina. So Clemson at North Carolina. Vanderbilt and Bama, Miami and FSU, Iowa State and Cincinnati, Texas and Florida, Boise and Notre Dame, Virginia and Louisville, Texas Tech and Houston, Air Force and Navy. Good pick there, Jackpot. Mississippi State and Texas A&M, and Georgia and Kentucky. And the Kale Hall shitter is Western Michigan at UMass.
UMass on the shitter game for the second time this year. Actually, I think I've got 11 games on there. And I did that to make sure because I picked that Cincinnati Iowa State game because I thought it was going to be interesting. And I wanted to put Air Force and Navy in too. So we're going to have 11. Well, it'll be 12.
Yeah, it's about 12.
That's fine. It's all about the points. There's more chances for people to get more points.
By the way, Indy Calloway's Pick'em Challenge. Let's give out the award this week. The best.
I think I got 7 right last week. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, got 7 right. That's a good start. Michael Gentry got 10 correct.
How?
That's pretty good. I don't know.
That's son of a bitch. I know he's down at Tater Chipping, man. He's the competition.
He's currently it's a three-way tie for the lead, but he had 10 correct picks. 9 for Cluck Norris, 9 for Christopher Scott, 9 for Baylor Man doing his thing. And let's see here. 8 for Matthew Crook, 9 for NYC Girl 22. There was one other one that played really well. Oh, 8 for the Comrade and 8 for Craig Crook. So there you go. There's our honor.
Comrade got 8 right.
Yeah, he was throwing. That fucker can't pick games. Fuck him. Anyway, all right. So there you go. We've had a good show, Jackpot.
Wayne says it's Clemson and UNC the shitter this week. No, it's UMass and Western Michigan.
Should be
two terrible teams. Will Lenore Sellers be healthy for the Bama game? Says Bama Dude 18. No reason to think he won't.
Unless something happens, we don't want
him. He looked pretty damn healthy last night to me.
That fucker looked like Superman last night. Anyway, we'll have the games up tomorrow night. One thing, I appreciate y'all, but don't message me at got messages at 2:00 in the morning. When are you posting the games? Motherfucker, they ain't posted the lines yet. So just
they were what? They sending you text messages?
They're sending me messages or emails or messaging me on Facebook.
Well, email is fine. They shouldn't. An email would be fine. I wouldn't be sending anybody a Facebook Messenger or a text or anything at that time of the morning because those go off and wake people up.
Well, but also if I mess up on your score, just message me. It's simple as that. rosanders1979@gmail.com. It's an undertaking sometimes, and I screw things up, but we do fix them as quickly as we can. And the thing will be up no later than Tuesday morning. All right, you'll have plenty of time. Billy says someone needs to call you. Who gave your number out? I don't know. Some fucking bald.
I don't know. Some bald fuck.
Bald fuck.
With tattoos.
All right. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you later on.